All right. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully, everybody has had a good couple weeks. And I was right. I just spelled it wrong. But yeah, Fahrenheit 451. What's up, Devin? Carrot, I see you got third. Book got second. And Alex got first. So, congratulations, everybody. Can't hear myself think over the music. There we go. So, I didn't get to see y'all last week because we were in Louisville for my daughter's archery tournament. So, uh, we didn't get to do anything. But this week we're going to build these two speed champions from the Formula One series that dropped this year. This is one of the two speed champions that are 18 plus. Reason that they are 18 plus is because in some countries, energy drinks can't be sold to children under the age of 18, and therefore you also cannot advertise to them. So in order for Lego to be able to make sure that they could do the branding correctly on these cars and still sell in those countries, they had to make them 18 plus for these cars. So it's this one. There's one other one um, that are 18 plus. So we're going to build both of these today. If we have fun, we might do it. We have fun. If we have time, we might do a third one. And now for some, I can't hear my music. There we go. And then Mao with the alert. I was looking at my speakers and it was not popping up as with the music. I figured y'all couldn't hear the music. Uh, anyway, thanks for the alert there, Mao. But let's break into these and have some fun today. My daughter shot really well at nationals. She didn't qualify for worlds, but she did shoot really well. Did much better this year than she did last year, especially in the 3D targets. She went up like I think it was 85 points if I remember correctly. So bag six. Oh look, bag one, little bitty bag. We got a big old bag two, a bag four, another little bag five, bag three. I'm actually surprised there were six bags. Okay, and of course all the stickers. Currently looking for some good Lego Ninjago deals on eBay for some retired sets. Sweet, sweet. While we were in Louisville, we did go and hit up a few of the third-party Lego stores, like Bricks and Minifigs, and uh, things like Bricks Emporium or Brick House or something like that. But oh, cool! It tells you about the two different cars. So of course, Alex said in my code. Oh, why do I want to scan my code? Oh, well, I do that later. I get my yeah. I have like almost all my books. The books that the scodes aren't hand. Okay. The codes that aren't scanned are in a pile over there for me to scan later. Um, I don't even know what I'm. You know what? It doesn't matter at this point. I done I done messed up AA Ron. Apparently my Firebot is not doing my what you call it. Because I don't have it correct. Just in case you accidentally show it so nobody can Oh, gotcha. I did not even think about that. Right? That's what I figured. I'll have to look and see how Book has that because she has it set where it automatically throws the balls. But yeah, I thought the QR code for all these was the same. Uh, you pre-open the box and scan the code so nobody has the opportunity to scan it. Cool. I just figured all the codes were the same, so. But yeah, I guess it does make sense that then they would get free points because they scanned it. But then they couldn't scan it again if they bought the item, so they would already have the free points. Oh, that's cool. So this helmet you don't actually have to put together. It's already got like a little black visor and everything already on it. It's the Ferrari helmet. They are different? Oh, okay. That's how much I know. That's not what I wanted. Oh, how do I scan my codes on this? Oh, it is a search bar? Okay. I don't want to start building. Stop it. All right. I'm getting sidetracked. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, it's actually the visor on this is smoke. You can actually see the eyes in there. I figured it was just painted black. You wouldn't be able to see the character's face. That's cool. I didn't see anything about earned points, but I added it to my set list. So now I'm up to 246 sets in my phone. So hopefully all the moms in here. Dadgum, I can't even hold my freaking pieces. Hopefully all the moms in here had a good Mother's Day weekend last weekend. If not, fooey on your kids. You'll let books show me? Okay. It's been a while since I've done it. Sure, I'll remember it when I start working on scanning all the ones that I have in my, what you call it, backlog. And to the king. There's crazy. Hi, Kevin. No, you know what? Hi, crazy. I'm Kevin. We're just gonna roll with it. Does he? I mean, it's a pretty good song. I'm doing good, crazy. How are you? Maybe tonight or tomorrow night we can get together and do some farming. It won't be tomorrow during your stream though, because we're going to be going and looking around at some different farms and stuff. Our state is doing I think it's like a farm passport or whatever, where you can travel around the state to different farms and they'll put a stamp on your passport. And when you get so many stamps on your passport, you get different little rewards like T-shirts and stuff. Hey, Laura, how are you? Get it right this time. She's Laura. I'm crazy. How are you doing today? You're worky lurking? Sweet. Well, thank you for being in here. Now, Alex, how do you know I'm crazy? Where did that little part go? Oh, where can it? There it is. For a good time. Won't it? Get your attention. Glad you had to be boyfriend are too loud. Oh, Kevin, did you get my message last night about uh the postal? I picked my name. Just because I say I'm crazy doesn't mean I'm actually crazy. Maybe I just want people to think I am. It's working. However, though, I do want to fight the notion that I picked my name. I did put this name on there, but my name was kind of picked for me based on other circumstances. I did keep using it. I did keep. Crazy, you look like a John. Or I look like it, John. I just look crazy, huh? I could be a liar, Alex. Could be. I could also be a manipulator. Or maybe I'm gaslighting you. Have I not told you the story of how I got my name? Yeah, the one I whispered to you during your stream. I just saw the little remote. There it is. How to danger zone. How to the danger zone. So for those of you that don't know how I got my name, I do like origin stories. I don't mind sharing my origin story. Uh, so back in the day, back in WW when I was a wee little lad, I played football, and I was one of the smallest guys on the team. But I didn't care. I was out to prove that I could, hang with the big guys. So I would go toe to toe with the big guys, and so they gave me the nickname Crazy Man because I was crazy enough to go out there and do all the stuff with the big boys. Well, then I went to college and I went to the University of Central Arkansas. And so I was then Crazy Man at UCA. So Crazy Man Atuka. And that's how I got the name. Or that's where the name comes from. To the danger. Number 17. Yeah, so my first ever, I guess I shouldn't say first ever use, because my first ever username, I was a dumb kid because the internet was invented while I was in my teens. And we didn't know anything about internet security back then, so I was in all kinds of Yahoo chat rooms. And so my first username was basically my real name. But then when I got to college, started learning about cybersecurity and stranger danger, stuff like that. I went with my football nickname and my location, which was University of Central Arkansas. Nope, not because a crazy man called me to. Tuca's actually at UCA, University of Central Arkansas. The sticker isn't quite straight, but I'm not going to pull it back off and put it back on. Lego build. All right. I guess I'm already doing a Lego build. Community Lego build. Which coincidentally is also a speed champion. Move all this down here so we don't mix the parts up. All right. See where we're at. I want to say it's like 15 or something like that. Hey, I was right. All right, so we have our little machine here, right like so. Need that piece there. Not that one. Not that one. But this one. We want that one. Then we need. Are going to collect the CMF1s? CMF1. All that thought Joe needs. Okay. Need what? Oh, that's step 16, not 15. Oh, and then we need the black ones too. All right. All right, there we go. We added this piece, and this piece on both sides. That was step 15. I gotta put a check mark on there so I know where I'm at. Otherwise, I'll forget. All right. We just did step 25. We got these Ferrari badged triangles. Yeah, another one. There we go. Number 8. I wonder if I can do this. Continue. So, what do you mean by CMF ones? I'm not doing the Technic ones. All the minis. Like these? No. So the smaller ones. I think the wife was saying something about the minifigs or whatever. Oh, blind box like. Um, I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. I was going to collect these though because the these cars here won't fit in the F1 trailer, but these will. So I was going to grab these as well for the. And welcome in book. Thank you for the link. Ooh, those are interesting. I didn't even know about these. Oh, I do. You're only missing two of them. Apparently, according to book, I have them hearted on my Lego wish list, and I didn't even know it. I might have to collect them. Speaking of minifigs, I do have D&D minifigs. I'm pretty sure I put the redeem up, but I don't remember. I think I did though. I think I realized in my last stream that I didn't have the actual redeem. Missing Stuart Haas. How did I get into Twitch streaming? That's kind of a sad story and an interesting story as well. Um, Basically, what happened was in January of 2019, um, I had ankle surgery because I had broken my ankle and tore two ligaments in it. And so I was playing a lot of computer games at the time, and a mutual friend of Kevin and mine, his name was Montego Joe, and he's the one that kind of convinced me to start streaming, and so I did. Reason it's a sad story because he passed away a couple of years ago from ALS. I think it was ALS. But him and I had a bit of a falling out at one point. He accused me of stealing his community. That's all I was using him for, was to get followers and stuff and make affiliate. It came about because Kevin and I started playing Farm Sim together when he wasn't around. I mean, he wasn't around to play. So Kevin and I would then start playing with each other. I guess he didn't like it, so he got mad at me about it. So I didn't get to talk to him again. That was like 2 years before he passed. So kind of sad. But that's how I got into streaming. He convinced me to start streaming. A lot of extra people. Huh. I remember using a black half moon. Oh, right there. Yep. Okay. I guess these are just all extras. We'll find out later. I say, Kevin, you kept in touch with Monaco Joe for a while, didn't you? I'm still friends with Major Tom, his brother, but he never responds to any of my messages. I'm still friends with him on Steam and stuff, but he never responds. There's 3. We just need 2 more, and somebody can throw out a gift if they want. That's your second Dragonite? Cool. That's probably my first. Oh, I'd have to look. I honestly don't pay attention to what I catch. I just throw stuff out there and hope it sticks. No. Where did it go? So hey Devin, Alex wants to know what level you got for your Dragonite. 7. You had a 14 already? Cool. I don't even know what max level is, so. You turn your duplicates into candy? Where did it go? So. Many of y'all might remember last year, right around Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend, we had a tree fall on our house. Well, the other day, we didn't have a tree fall on the house, but we did have a large branch fall, right next to the house. Begin to wonder if we have some special energy over here just bringing down trees. I noticed in Pokemon Go, 2 people could be catching the same Pokemon there and get different levels too. You'd be paranoid. I mean, Book and I, we kind of live by the whole if it's your time, it's your time. Doesn't matter what you do. You could cut down all the trees around your house in order to make sure that no trees fall on your house. Yeah, and then a tornado will bring one through the window. So if it's your time, it's your time. Put that down somewhere. Where did I put it down? There it is. Okay. Now to make another one. There we go. Mm, okay. Get new Pokemon by trading. Cool. Oh, the Wonder trading? Is that what you're talking about by trading? Nothing else will. Hey, past week and a half felt like a whole dang month. I tell you what, I've done a lot of driving the last couple weeks. So, last week, um, I drove about 400 miles, I think it was, just for work, driving around the state doing stuff, damage assessments, holding meetings for the earthquake plan, stuff like that. And then I drove almost 2,000 miles to Louisville and around that area and back. And then I came back home to work and I put another 1,000 miles on my work truck this week. So in the last 2 weeks, I've driven um, over 3,000 miles. So done a lot of driving. And part of me wants to hop on American Truck Sim and do more driving. Oh, that's right. Yep, you're waiting on Joe's CT results. You know what's crazy is they say a few weeks. They have the results like the same day. Or at least they can get the results this. Yeah, they do have to wait on someone qualified to look at them, but I mean, unless you've only got one person in your entire country that can look at them, they can have them back in the next couple days. Shouldn't take weeks. I say shouldn't, but it really shouldn't. It shouldn't take. maybe a week if they're backed up. What kills me is the people that take the scans, like do the scans and stuff. They also know how to read them, but they're not allowed to tell you what the scan says. The doctor's the one that has. I've gone and had X-rays before, and I was sitting there looking at them with the X-ray tech because the X-ray tech was trying to make sure that they had good images and everything. I was like, "Wow, that looks like that's broken," and they're like, "I can't tell you if it is or not." I'm like, "You know if it is or not. You can you can see it." And they're like, "Well, I can't tell you if it is or not. That's something that your doc has to tell you." I'm like, "I'm looking at the X-ray. I can tell it's broke." And the X-ray tech's like, "Well, I cannot confirm that for you. You have to talk to your doctor. They can read it. They understand it. There's just protocols and stuff they have the doctor do it." Live in a small town, so everything moves at snail's pace. That's unfortunate. Still lurking. Appreciate the lurk, and yeah, they do have the scams. Words are hard, and they mean things. They do have the scans the same day, but they can also interpret them the same day. They have the ability. Why am I having such a hard time? Now, I understand I've been playing that Schedule 1 game, but I ain't been partaking. I shouldn't be having the issues I'm having. Rude. Knacky time. Where my There's they are. That was almost bad too. See, words. I almost said on stream, where did my you know what go? Yeah, I figured it out. It's actually working now. I no longer have to type in the Pokey Catch thing. Awesome. So I just want to get things moving. They should have done a scan a year ago. Yeah, when they think that they're faking it, it does hurt things some. I'm doing my best to get it together, together, together. Woohoo! I'm not going to say this is better, but I will say that at least they don't think that you're mistreating your child. That was the treatment I got with Fantasy. And she dislocated her elbow. I think it was the second time. They actually separated me and her so they could talk to her to make sure that she wasn't in any danger because they didn't believe that she dislocated her elbow by stretching. So they thought I was actually hurting her. Talk about making someone feel like crap. This to get it together, together, woo-hoo. Oh, that sticker's there. Come on, chair, move. Stupid hip. Get it? There we go. All right. There we go. All right, so we'll have ads starting soon. We do it in a 3-minute block. So once per hour, we have 3 minutes of ads, knocks all the ads out, also stops the pre-rolls. This way, people can come in and see the action immediately and not have to wait on the ads. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Yeah. And that's unfortunate as well. unfortunate when you can't get the care you need. Why my house on sand, hoping it would stand storms come. Unfortunately, we know that all too well, being prior military, having to deal with military health care. It is very similar to a national health care system. Um, because the military don't want to send you to a specialist because that costs money. They try and do everything they can to make sure that all their T's and I's and everything are all dotted, and which is why when I broke my ankle and tore those two ligaments in it, I actually didn't get surgery for almost a year because um, when they did the first X-ray, everything was really swollen, and they couldn't get a good picture. And they were like, "Well, it doesn't look like anything's broke, so you know, physical therapy it is." And after physical therapy was over, they were like, "Okay, you should be good." I'm like, "But I'm not." Yeah, but you should be. Should be and are two different things, there, Buckaroo. And eventually, we ended up moving to a new base because my time at that base had ended. And when we got to the new base, I petitioned them again to look at my ankle. That's when they decided to do an MRI, and that's where they found I had several bone fragments floating around in my ankle, and I had the two torn ligaments. And they're like, "You should have had surgery on this months ago." I'm like, "Well, they said everything was fine, even though I kept telling them it wasn't." Like, "Well, you need surgery." All right, great. The other piece I just put a sticker on. There it is. All right. Since we are in ads, which is about to end, I didn't realize that ads had started. Never mind. I won't go take a break. Garrett over here doing some crochet. He's making more buttholes. All right, back from ads now. All right, cool. So, took me around 40 pounds a trip to get him to and from the Children's Hospital in Manchester. You can choose which hospital you're seen at, so that's the one you're going to ask for. All right. Well, hopefully he gets better care at the Children's. I don't think we've had any issues with our children's hospital. Oh, Lord, angels cry, right, way below, way below, way below. Na 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 na. Oh, na na na. Of course, everybody knows Book has no problem telling doctors how she feels about their hair or lack thereof. I didn't say he didn't. I just said you have no problem expressing your pleasure or displeasure with them. Rise way below. Yeah. I'm feeling like I'm hellbound for a meltdown. You know. He's currently seeing regular ENT doctors. Regular as in they see adults too, and don't specialize. Oh yeah, there's so many weird, funky things that go on with kids that you really do need to have a yeah, pediatric doctor. Sorry, I was looking at my stickers and I realized that I was at the wrong sticker, and then I couldn't figure out which sticker I needed to be at, and then my brain just went. Headed for a meltdown. You know, so bad. Come on, listen here. You get on there. Meltdown. No, nope, sticker. Bad sticker. There you go. Feeling like Oh, let me show y'all my birthday present that book got me. Part on here. I thought there was a commercial there for a minute. I was like, what? All right, let me go grab it real quick. So, you got me the um, Old West train, and to go with it, this is from Funhole, which is about to be called Loomy Bricks, but everybody's gonna call it Funhole forever, probably. But the train station to go with the train. And we found out yesterday, I think it was, that Bricklink is going to be putting out their series 1 and 2 again. So for those that missed them the first time, you have a second chance to get them. And I'm trying to get the Wild West general store, because I have ordered the Wild West train. It should be here next month. Next month or July, so June, July timeframe. Um, and I got the Wild West train station for it too. And I think it's series 2. There's the Wild West General Store, which I want to get. So if you missed any of the series 1 or 2 Bricklinks, they will be on sale again starting May 20th. And there's a couple of Legos that the wife wants to get as well to go with her. She got a philosopher house, and she's missing like the windmill and the ocean building that goes with it. And the ocean part uh, was part of, I think, series 1. So she's gonna try and get that to try and complete her little set there that she has. Yay, I'm catching everything today. Okay. I do like Beartooth, but not that song. Mine and fine. Then no one. I'm sure some of y'all probably heard Book talking about us going to the concert right before we went to Louisville, and it was pretty good. Wasn't a fan of the main opening act, uh, mainly because they're a screamer band, and I'm not into screaming. The second was Royal Lynn, and she did all right, but she had a really squeaky mouse voice, and that made it a little difficult to listen to her. But for the most part, it was okay. Look past that. What, screamers? Of course I don't. I was singing along with From Ashes to New and some of Asking Alexandria. I like the idea of going to concerts. My issue is there's a lot of people. Even in the small venue that we go to, there's a lot of people. I find myself looking around at everybody more than watching the show. Because in theory, they have security. They pat us all down when we go in there, but I still am on edge. Many people. Speaking of security, though, um, not long after the kids went to school, we got a phone call that there was a shooting near the elementary school that's right behind our house. Wasn't at the school, but it was near the school. So what I assume happened is probably there was some kind of domestic issue between a couple of people, and one guy pulled out a gun and shot the other guy. Um, but still, that crap is just weird. Community Lego build. All right, one second. Let me finish this step here. If I can find the piece I need. There we go. Slide to the left. Dump to the right. We did 15 earlier, so we're on 16 this time around. Which it looks like we're just doing these, so there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Looks like it for that step. Put these back in there before I lose them. All right. There we go. Put these 4 pieces right here on. That's our community Lego build for that redeem. Next will be over here, 17, 18, and 19. Thank you for keeping the community Lego build going there, Devin. All right. A lot of black pieces over here. All right, so this one goes this way. Go. Really? Tiny stickers. Tiny stickers. In my build. In my build. Makes me angry. Makes me angry. I need to chill. No. Sticker. Bad. Oh, I got tweezers. Thank you, though. Wait. I even have my little protective cover on mine still. That's not going to work. This one. This one works. No, I'm not doing that again. No, I'm not. I will do it a different way. Put it up here at the top. I don't have the other Lego piece down there messing up me putting it on there. There we go. See? I gotta find a piece. There's that. That's what we're going to connect it to. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, hey. Hey, that's your name. Your phone. And the things you do to me. Don't miss you. I miss the misery. All right. Number 4. Oh, not number 2. Oh, come on. Well, that's the wrong piece anyway. Oh, that's still the wrong piece. There we go. That's the right piece. Somebody's mowing their grass. Probably our neighbor's lawns. No. All right, where's this go? It goes here. All right. I'll do that again on the other side. Oh, I didn't catch the Mareep. Boo. All right, I'm gonna need that piece. I'm gonna need that piece. I had the. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. But I had the incorrect piece for what I was doing last time, which would be the correct piece for this time. Bed check. All right. Thank you for the bed check there, Devin. Everybody's here, right? Everybody's in bed watching the Tuca movie. Oh, not that one. There it is. Trying to complete the Pokédex without evolving. Cool. That's gonna be a pretty daunting task there for you. That is not where I said to go. Ah. Exact same spot. How do I move a sticker and then stick it right back down the exact same spot? You know what? Let's do it this way. There we go. I'm in a sicky situation. I think he meant sticky, but yep. Oh my god, come. There we go. Dang it. What I can be, I can be your everything. Love me, hate me. Oh. Be, I can be your everything. I can be. Missing another half moon. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. You hate, oh, you hate me for. All right, then we need that. That sounds like Hollywood Undead. Number 24. Fade away. Giddy purgatory. You're gonna go into purgatory. Thank you, Book 11. Gonna toss down the band hammer. Come on, you stupid sticker. Ooh, I caught it. When are we going to attach this to the rest of the car? Number 25. I didn't catch that one. But it didn't go very far. $26. That one's 22. Now we get to attach it to the rest of the car. A good story. My brother is listening. He hasn't heard any from me yet. What do you mean by good story? Like a good wholesome story? Or a story with a lot of, what you call it? Um, a lot of action. Nope, 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 nope. Do I want a wholesome story? I'm asking what you want. Because it's your redeem. I can tell you all the stories about, all the good stuff we did in Iraq with, like the Backpack for Kids program where we were taking donations from people in America, and we were building backpacks so that the children of Iraq could actually go back to school and start getting some normalcy back to their lives after we pushed ISIS and Al Qaeda out of their areas. Um, in some of the places that we were in, girls got to go to school for the first time ever. And because of the backpacks that we were building, they actually had school supplies and stuff. Um, and the base that I was at, we actually housed all the voting equipment for northern Iraq for the first Iraqi elections in '05, in which a lot of Iraqi women got to vote. There was a lot of firsts for women in Iraq when I was there. Um, or we can do a funny story. Um, so we actually had a. Oops, I did not finish that up. We actually had a couple of Iraqi civilians. They got into a little argument, and it got so bad to the fact where they both pulled out AKs and started shooting at each other. These two guys, I kid you not, were not further than 20 feet apart from each other. Both of them emptied their. I can't remember if they had 15 round magazines or if they had 30 round magazines. But anyway, they emptied both their magazines and neither one of them got hit. However, one of our service members was witnessing the event, and instead of, taking cover when they pulled out their weapons and started shooting at each other, he stood there watching. I want to say he was laughing because it was hilarious, but I don't think he was. But he was definitely sitting there watching them. Well, one of the bullets ricocheted off of a rock and then hit him in the foot, and then he had to go to the hospital because he got shot in the foot watching two Iraqis argue. No toy. You have returned. Mum called. How's Mum doing? If they can't. Exactly who. Kevin, was that a wholesome enough story? A couple stories for you? I've also got stories from when my dad was in the military. Stories from when my brother was in the military. That's fair. Yeah, he did put in his retirement paperwork, but yeah, he's still in the military. Exactly. Community Lego build. All right. Slide to the left. She's doing good. Just said to her about only having been a week and a half since Joe scanned, and she was in disbelief that it only been that long too. My bird strike story. So you wanted a funny story? That's what you want. So we were doing a training mission. I was a flight engineer on the C-130 at the time, and we were doing airdrops for the loadmaster to get certified so he can go on to his next duty location. And we flew over what we call the All American Drop Zone, and we did our test drop. And what a test drop is, you have a weight with a ribbon on it, and it's a predetermined weight. That way, you're able to calculate based on where you let go of the weight and where it lands on the drop zone, where you need to do your drop. So uh, the instructor load, he threw out the weight, and uh, they're sitting there watching it, and the pilot is taking some notes on where we dropped it and stuff like that to get a better calculation. Well, as they're sitting there doing all that, all of a sudden the aircraft noses over. Fortunately, the loads and everything, they're tied in, so they wouldn't. There's no danger of them falling out. But the aircraft noses over, and about the time that it noses over, I look up because this was weird, and I look up just in time to see this black blob just go flying over my pilot's window. What had happened was a turkey vulture. I got caught in an updraft, and the co-pilot, was the one that was actually flying at the time. He had seen the turkey vulture out in front get caught up in the updraft and was coming up. And he did some quick calculations in his head, and he realized that it was going to hit the pilot's window, and there was a good chance the bird would come through the window and then therefore hit the pilot. So he nosed the plane over in order to prevent it from hitting the pilot, and it ended up going into the armpit of the aircraft, which the armpit of the aircraft is where the wing and the fuselage meet. So of course we get hit by the bird, but the pilot, of course, is flipping out because he's trying to figure out why in the world the aircraft just nosed over all of a sudden. And when he saw the black blob, like I saw the black blob, he started to panic. And we end up landing, and the pilot makes the announcement. He goes, "All right, everybody, we're going to call it today." I mean, we had to change aircraft regardless because we struck a bird, so they have to do an inspection, which it put a hole like this big into the armpit of the wings. We weren't going to fly that plane the rest of the day, but the pilot's like, "All right, everybody, I'm making a decision. We will not be flying the rest of the day. I need to go home and change my pants." Yeah, he should have wore his brown pants. Yeah, that's the story of how my pilot almost died. And when you hit a bird, you have to fill out what's called a BASH report, Bird Aircraft Strike Hazard. So we got to tell them, roughly what altitude you were flying at, what the conditions were, stuff like that. That way they can try and figure out, one, if it's an issue that we need to alert other pilots about, or two, if it was just kind of a freak incident. I'm going with that was probably just a freak incident. Why is it not? There we go. But what's funny is my dad, he actually did well, his pilot wanted him to do a bash report one time for a bird strike. My dad looked at the pilot and told the pilot, he goes, "It doesn't classify as a bird strike if you hit the bird while it's still in the nest." Because they took off at a bad angle and they clipped the top of the trees as they were taking off. And when they landed, they found remnants of a bird nest in the landing gear. So my dad was like, "Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Can't file a bird aircraft strike hazard when you're the one that hit the bird in the tree." Without you, I love you. You hate everything about me. All right, there we go. The first I mean, that is horrible. That is right there in his line of sight. How is he looking through that? Nuts. Whatever. Yeah, I would. Oh, that doesn't work either. This one's all done. We got one more to build. Pay no attention to the extra parts that are there. Like when you rebuild a motor, take it all apart, then you end up with like more parts than what more parts left over than what you started with. It's all good. You don't need that part. Uh, Next one that we're going to do is the Oracle Red Bull, which they don't show on here. Probably because the Oracle Red Bull is 18 plus, so they can't put it in here because these are 8 of the 10. The two that aren't shown are the two 18 plus ones. Which here is one of the 18 plus ones. Bag 6 again. It has lots of stickers. Bag 6 over yonder. Bag 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm assuming like last time we're going to do 2 bags at a time. Top speed 4 meters per second, or 231 miles an hour. Submit. Ads will be starting soon. You know what? I do need to take a break. So I might just go ahead and take my break now because it might be a minute. So let me go ahead and take my break and we'll take a break through the ads. I'll be back in just a little bit. All right. Pierce Brosnan. Yep. Bond and Goldeneye. All right. Looks like we're back from ads, hopefully. Yeah, because we have the answer to the thing. So, yep, we're back from ads. What you sow? There we go. He's got a red tinted helmet. The other one was black. It's interesting that they actually changed their helmets for the F1s instead of using the racing helmets that they already make. So that's pretty neat. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. I was just about to get myself into trouble there. I was just going to say, how much you want to bet these are the exact same instructions as the last one? But I don't think so. Yeah, no. So, I mean, kind of on step one, but step two, completely different. So, I thought maybe that, and I'm sure some of the people that cover Lego stuff were probably thinking the same thing, that being it was a Formula One series, all the cars were going to be exactly the same, just different decals. But we were proven wrong right here on step two of this build. So, Kevin, did the Bird Strike story work for you? Your brother enjoy it? I don't believe the room. Excited. Yeah, so dramatic. Don't believe the rumor. Yeah. Yeah. Alive. Heads up. Yeah. First I can't talk, now I can't freaking hold my daggum. What you call her? All right, Devin, have a good one. Enjoy your nap. Later. Later. Oh, it's... oh, he made Piglet. Say what now? I mean, it's better than a butthole, so. Let's do hide. Back off. We'll take one. Wrong. Take off one. Away. I just knocked over my little man. I know all about. I know all about. I know all about. It's true. It's true. Red Bull. Man, I used to down some Red Bull back in my day. However, I was one of those irresponsible ones who downed it with vodka. Here it is, because you're putting uppers and downers in. I stand by my original assessment. Not a bright idea. Mother trucker. It's there. That's better. Still not perfect, but it's better. Uh, what kind of day? What will your legacy be? Garrett put that piglet up to the camera and it looked like something from like Toy Story or something that got blown up by Sid. Not very nice of me to say, but that's what it looked like. You weren't supposed to hear that, Alex. What was my day? Oh, nice playing Baldur's Gate. Redhead and Catacomb. Oh yeah. I can't understand a word they're saying because it's all in Mongolian. But I love this song. So soon. I love how towards the end they make the horse neighing sound with one of their instruments. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Focus. No, no focus. Focus denied. What am I focusing on? Oh, should I be focusing on my stream and not carrots? But I like carrot. He's my friend. I just try to show support. Called it. I called it. Get get on there. All right. Slide to the right. All the unused pieces. Whee! It's funny. So I've spent a lot of time with my boss the last couple of weeks. We've been driving all over the state, and we were talking one time, and she'd made the comment that, um, based on her interactions with me since I've been working there, that she believes I'm going to fit in just fine with their crazy little crew. And I said, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Yep." And then, of course, I started doing all my voice impersonations and stuff. And then she said, "Okay, maybe you're a little too much for our crew." I need to see. I need to look at my wife's fourth wall and see if she has like a coffee cup that says "I'm a joy," or if it's just the shirt. No, I'm not going to do that because I can't replace my coffee cup at work. The coffee cup that I have at work. Damn, I'm getting trans. Oh, no, I'm not getting transferred. Um, I just realized the coffee cup that I have at work turned 20 years old this month. That's an old ass coffee cup. Next year, my coffee cup will be old enough to drink in America, anyway. Ah! I make everything okay, okay, okay. um, no. Um, Couple of reasons. One, um, it sat on the shelf for a little while because it was broken, and I had to clean it before I could fix it. Um, but I'm not going to lie, I have um, from time to time gone a while without washing my coffee mug. Not going to lie, I am one of those. Yes. Um, it definitely got cleaned every time that we moved because the movers wouldn't take it if it wasn't clean. Uh, and then I did get in trouble a couple of times from my boss because my coffee cup was sitting on my desk with all the rings. So I had to go clean it on those occasions. I'm not sure if it's good or bad that I instantly knew what you were talking about when you asked that. Not that one. That one. Okay, okay, okay. Nope. I figure out where book went, but remember 2:30. I didn't realize it was 2:30. Mother trucker. Right. Well, my coffee cup gets boiling water dumped right into it too. So like my coffee cup currently is sitting on about a month without being cleaned, like with soap and water. Right. Besides, even if it doesn't kill everything, what doesn't kill you gives you XP. So or in this case, boost your immune system. I'm convinced that's one of the reasons why I hardly ever get sick. Is uh, I subject myself to all kinds of different things. So my immune system is spot on. We done heard this song once. Why are we listening to it again? Now the problem is when I do get sick, I get sick. I am down. So but like I said, I very rarely get sick. My immune system is pretty good. I had to center it up. Heaven knows we belong down below. Number 20. Whoa, heaven. I say it's going on 9 o'clock your time, ain't it? Or is it 8 o'clock your time? 8 o'clock your time. But yeah, going on 2100. That's the time I'm in going to bed. I've seen better days. He's not feeling great and doesn't want to eat, but he has to have something before bed. Oh, okay. That's fair. Down below. Tell you what, there's a lot of freaking stickers with these Formula Ones. Down below, way down below, way down, down below. If you don't like stickers, these Formula Ones are not for you. My stomach's been feeling off the last couple of hours. I need 22 and 24. Break. So what are we eating tonight, Alex? I was about to say I haven't even eaten lunch yet, but yes, I have. I had Chick-fil-A, the Lord's chicken. I tried their barbecue smokehouse sandwich. Finally, I tried it. I tried to try it last weekend, I think it was, and yeah, last Saturday when cause I just got done mowing the grass and everything. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna have some lunch, and so the boy child and I hopped into the truck. We went to Chick-fil-A, and he wanted an 8 count with root beer. And I ordered the smokehouse barbecue sandwich with a side salad because I'm trying to, watch my blood sugar, all the beatus and everything. And so I got a side salad instead of fries because fries are all carbs. And we got our order, and it came in 2 bags, which I was expecting because usually when you get a side salad, they put it in a separate bag. That way the salad's not in with all the hot stuff getting hot. So I didn't think anything of it. We got home, and my son's divvying out the the lunch, and he's like, "Here's a fry for you." I'm like, "I didn't get fries. I got a side salad." He goes, "Well, they gave us 2 fries." I'm like, "Oh, okay." It is what it is. No big whoop. And sorry, my brain. Um, and then he pulled out his, and he goes, "This isn't mine." I'm like, "Oh, they probably just gave you some extra nuggets because it was a 12 count instead of an 8 count." So maybe they just gave you an extra, some extra ones. No big deal. Then I opened up the small bag to get my salad out. It was not a salad. It was a kid's meal, a 2-piece chicken strip with fries. Like, huh. So then I went and grabbed my sandwich. My sandwich was not the smokehouse barbecue chicken sandwich, neither. It was a grilled chicken deluxe with no tomato. So somebody out there got my smokehouse barbecue sandwich with tomato. I bet you they were pissed off. Because I decided I can eat it. I don't care. I was tired because I'd been working out in the yard all day. I was like, I'm not going back to go and fight this. So I just ate it. He over fight. Watch tell me it's time to get up and move around. Of the shadow. Of the shadow. Of the shadow. So Alex, what do we feed the gremlin? Killing me, Smalls. He's agreed to eat a Lunchable. Last time I had a Lunchable. I was an adult. I do know that. I was in the military. Hello, my name is Human. Face to face. Hello, name Human. Nope, we're not doing that again. No, 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 no. No. I ain't trying to fiddle fart around with that. Big fat nope. It's Suffocate City. Hey. Never getting out of this place. Welcome to Suffolk. Welcome to City. To Ruby. Getting, never getting out of it. Welcome to Suffocate City. This one doesn't seem to have as many stickers as the last one did. Suffocate, suffocate city, never getting up. This place, welcome to suffocate city. Welcome. I learned my lesson on the last one. We make sense. I think we do. In spite of everything. Put it this way now. Yeah, that went on much better. Like a shooting star. Yeah. I can live inside you. Come on. All right, we got ads coming up in a few minutes. It'll be a 3-minute block of ads. We'll do this once an hour. Gets rid of pre-rolls. And it puts it all in one time frame so everybody can plan on taking a little 3-minute break. Because I try not to build during the ad breaks, but I missed earlier on the first ad break because I didn't realize the ad break was going on. But I try not to build that way nobody's missing anything. That way everybody can take a break, stretch, get a drink, take a bio break, whatever you need to do. So that'll be coming up here in a couple minutes. I need to go get me some more drink myself. But we are almost done with this one. We're on the last 2 bags. This build went a little bit faster than that first build. I think it's because the first build had a lot more stickers for one. Come on. Get the wheels out of here. All right. We did this before we stuck this on in the last one. Put this part on. This part. Adds in 30 seconds. These 2 pieces that we just put on the last build before we put this back tail on, we had already put these on. So slightly different. That went the wrong way. Kids don't do that. Be right back. All right. Ads are almost over. I refilled my drink. Put a new battery in my fan so I can stay cool over here. Now we can get back to work. We're going to use ticket number 28. I gotta build the front nose. Hopefully everybody got a chance to get up, stretch, get you a drink, take care of the minion. Or gremlin, as some people call them. He is a complete gremlin. Is he a fed gremlin? It's not after midnight yet, so you can still feed him. Just don't get him wet. Everywhere I go, Charlie, gotta go. Charlie, gotta loves to. Barney. You know what? There's been a couple of times this past week where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a beer when I get home, and I never do. He's eating some, but not finished yet. As long as he finishes before midnight, can't be feeding gremlins after midnight. I want him turning into Spike. That was his name, Spike. Quickly. Party started. 40s popping. See here. So, Twitch paid me my 58 bucks. Um, thanks to all y'all's bit donations and subscriptions, so much appreciated. Um, so with that, I purchased a video game called Schedule One. You're like a small-time drug dealer. Start off, selling Mary Jane. Um, but it's also multiplayer. So if anybody would like to play, we can also stream it. Because all the money that I make from Twitch, I put right back into the stream. So I buy video games that are multiplayer so that I can play with other people. We can stream it, stuff like that. So if anybody um, has Schedule One and would like to play and want to stream it, I am down. I need number 31. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Come on. There we go. Need this one here, that's number 25. And that one here, that's number 26. Oh, I don't need these two anymore. Over there in the extra pile. All right. I need 25. Nine. Or we can play some Farm Sim 25. I'm trying to get Kevin to respond back and see if he wants to stream some Farm Sim 25 tonight or tomorrow evening. I can't do it tomorrow during his stream because uh, the family and I were going to go check out some farms and see if we can't get some of them marked off our little farm passport that we have. But 21. Nope, it moved right when I went to push it down. Got a Hard Rock sticker that goes somewhere. Oh, mother trucker, I can't believe I did that. Nope. So I started the sticker over here on this piece and went it across instead of putting it on this piece here. So I had to pull this piece off and peel the sticker off of it so I could get the full sticker off and then put it back on this piece by itself instead of threading it across both. I'm beginning to think that, all the work that I've done this week, maybe, just maybe, just fried my brain a little bit. Okay, where does sticker 28 go? Oh. Oh, I didn't put that I didn't put that sticker on. I'm delusional. Uh, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? Luca's not a very bright person. Singing, cold wind blows and cry. The dead will rise way below, way below, way below. Na 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 na. Job's done. Blows, feels. Gotta put our driver in here. Below, way below, way below. Na 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 na. There we go. And the only reason this is 18 plus is because it says Red Bull on it. That's the only reason. There's that one. There's that one. They are slightly different. Not much, but they are slightly different. I mean, you can see here the sides. How the sides on this one are kind of thicker than this one. So they are slightly different. I, like a bunch of other people, thought it would just be the same instructions. All right, so see, this one here shows all 10. So we got these two right here. Um, I think this one here, the 46, I think that's the other Red Bull one. That is 18 plus. Here's the Haas one. You said you have you're missing that in the mini series. There's the Haas one. So I have a Patronus one over here, and I have one like this. Ow! So here's the old Patronus one. We'll grab the other one real quick. All right, and then here's so there's that Patronus. I don't know how well y'all can see it. So upside down. So here's the new Patronus. Here's the old one. So they look. Let's see. So this one here has the sweeping wings like this one. See how the wings are different on the front. Excuse the dust on my Mercedes here. This one's probably 2 years old. So, but one of the things I liked on the Mercedes ones that came, so this one here came out last year with the AMG. It was the F1 car and the safety car. I like this one because it has the suspension in here. They went and put suspension in. But for the most part, it is pretty much the same car as the 245. However, this is the 2022 livery, and this one is the 2023 livery, or 24. It's just an updated livery, that's all. Well, and of course it's built like these two here. I mean, it's not much different. I mean, it doesn't have the fenders like these do. See, it doesn't have the fenders here. But it does have the same wing design. The spoiler here is slightly different than these. So, I personally, I like the red light on this one, the tail light. Whereas these other ones, they don't have that. They have the LED, which I'm assuming the LED will probably light up red. But I like this version better. But yeah, so it'll be. You know what? I think I'll build the new one of this one next week. So this one and the Patronus, I should have them. So, well, if I'm off next week, but I'll build. The next two builds that I do will be the updated versions of these two. That way we can compare them and see how they look with the new ones. So, but I mean, even the wheels on the Patronus here are different compared to these. So, and these they have the same size tires, whereas these, I mean, wow, that's not even the right one I was looking at. So, there we go. But these have wider tires in the rear and skinnier tires in the front, whereas this one has the same size tires all the way around. So it'll be interesting to see the differences between them. So I'll have, and this one here, the mirrors are even different. It's got these here for mirrors instead of the spoons. Like even this one has the spoons for mirrors, like the new ones do. That's how old this one is. Like I said, this one's maybe it might even be 3 years old. I think it's 2 years old though. But that's what I'll do is I'll have these two here out while we build their new versions so we can see how different they are. And then we got our two completed ones there. And then I gotta look through and see which ones I'm still missing because I think I only bought 6. There's 10. So I gotta go through here and see which ones I'm missing. Pretty sure I have the Stuart Haas one. Oh, you know what? All right. So, oh, I don't have the Stuart Haas one. Jesus. Welcome back, Devin. All right, so this is the other 18 plus. It's the Visa one, which is, yeah, it was the 249, not the 246. It's the 249. Oh no, it is 246. I was right. It was the 246. Uh, there's the 249. So that's the Williams Racing, which the Williams Racing one, this one, they actually have a bigger version. I don't remember if I bought that one or not. Yeah, I bought it. So it's the older version. But yeah. So I bought the older version of the Williams Racing one. This one, I don't remember what year this car raced in, but got that one, and then this is the updated Williams one. Ah. But so we have the Williams, we have the BWT Alpine, which is this one, the other 18 plus, which is this one, and then we have the Kick. So I don't have the Patronus or that one, so I'll have to get these two. I also have to get the Haas one, and I'll have to get this orange one here, the 251. Those are the four that I'm missing. So these three, and then the Stewart Haas. So I'll have to get those before I can do that, but that's for another day. All right. Let's find someone to raid out to. But we'll pick two more of these to do next time. Your nap was good, so that's good. Glad to hear you had a good nap. Parrot has raided into the Red-Headed Gamer, so how about we go see, obviously, Yeti. He's playing Satisfactory. Hydrate, okie doke. No problem, Alex. Thank you for hanging out and chit-chatting. And I guess reminding me about the collectible minis. I'll make fun of my keyboard. I know it's dirty. It's also like 80 years old. So. Um, I say obviously Yeti, but it's just obvious Yeti. All right. There we go. We got the raid started. Uh, Hopefully I'll see y'all next weekend. I got to work out with my coworker on who's getting next Friday off because we can no longer both have every Friday off. They're making us alternate. So hopefully I'll see y'all next Friday. If not, it'll be the Friday after, which actually I think that is Memorial Day. No, no, next Friday is Memorial Day weekend. So wow, if that's the case, yeah, I'll have a 3-day work week the following Memorial Day week. That'd be cool. But anyway, let's get out of here. Let's go see Yeti, and I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye. Oh, wait, we didn't do our thank yous. Javelin 05 followed a couple weeks, or 2 weeks ago when I last streamed, and so did Be Happy 143. So thank y'all for the follows. now we can bounce out later.